Today I'm going to show you, I don't know if you remember last candy machine video, but I'm going to show you how to build this dispenser and how it works.
Alright, so what we're going to do to start off is choose a base plate. I just chose a green one, but I have a blue one as well, which is what I showed you in the previous video. The way we're going to have this video, it's a bit different from what I usually have. We're going to start out by building it, then I'm going to show you some possible modifications you can make, and then I'm going to show you how it works and the mechanism. So, to start out, you might want to go online, and I'd recommend purchasing a LEGO bricks set, because that's the only set I use in this video. So I recommend you purchase the LEGO bricks set, plus a base plate, and then get yourself either the Dubble candy machine refills, or get yourself the giant gumballs from Safeway. You probably would prefer getting some from Dubble, because they are more consistent in size. These don't always work, so if it doesn't work, try getting some Dubble. Anyway, enough with the chit chat, let's get building. So the parts you're going to need for this build are going to be some certain plates, which I'll grab right now. First of all, it'll be this one, and then you're going to want another one of these. So I've got two, good. And then you're going to want a lot of 1x plates. So keep those here. So then to start yourself out, fill this in, this area. It really doesn't matter what the color is. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is a 4x4x1 brick here, or two 2x4 bricks next to each other. Then two 1x4 bricks facing forwards, and leave a gap here. In that gap, you're going to put a 2x2 brick. You're going to put your second 4x6 plate on top. Now what happens is you're going to take a 1x4 brick and just loosely put it in front, and then you're going to take plates and connect them. Now what you're going to want to do is put another layer on top. So I'll do the exact same ones. Now what you're going to want to do is put flat pieces on top. Just make sure that you cover this 4x4 area. Then you're going to want to add some here, just as long as they cover that area. Now you have this 3x4 area, and what you're going to want to do is create some sort of handle. I'm just going to put a 2x4 brick on top, and now that is part one done. That will be your dispenser. So now let's actually build the base. To start us out, you're going to want to build like a small wall. I basically put 1x8. Keep in mind the dimensions of this. I'm going to leave 4 studs in front, and then kind of cover this up. This wall doesn't actually have to be the same way I'm building it. I'm just giving you guys examples of what you can do. So now what's going to happen is you're going to grab a couple parts. You're going to grab 2 of these. Now I only have 1, so for my second one, I'm going to take 2 orange ones. This is a 4x3 slope, and then here I have 2 2x3 slopes. Starting off, put the first one here, and now build this area. You're actually not going to see these bricks in the bottom. Now take your other 4x3 slope, or my 2 2x3 stud slope, and then you're going to just do the exact same thing we did earlier. Cover this up. One thing you might want to consider is always having some sort of pattern to keep the bricks in place. So instead of basically copying what I did here, so 1 2x4 and 1 2x3, putting those on top, don't do that. I find they don't always hold together nicely. So I kind of alternate so that when I carry my creation around, it doesn't just fall apart. So keep that in mind, that you may want to consider alternating your parts. So now what I'm going to do is build an entire wall around here and here. Alright, so now it's done. You're just going to do the exact same again, but this time you're going to put a brick right here. That's really not really needed, but it's nice. And now build another wall along this area. So now it's done, you built this wall. It's kind of like a box now. Put a layer of plates on top. After the layer of plates, you're going to put another one. This time what you're going to do is line the bottom of your creation with smooth parts. when you put this on, and you put this on, and then you put gumball in it, then it falls out. Now all you're going to do is just build up another wall. There, and now you have it. It might be a bit uneven, so what you're going to do, if you try it and then you push a gumball out in the front, it comes out, and you pull it back, it still works. Now, what you're going to do is take two 1x4 flat pieces and then put them on this side. And now what you're going to do is take two 1x6s and then two 2x2s. And think about it like this. Now when I fill it up, how many gumballs does it fit? Because when you load it up, you're going to want to account for how many gumballs you want. A gumball is like 2 studs high. Build it a certain height and then think about how many gumballs you want to put in. I'm basically going to accommodate all of them, which is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and pink. So that's 6. Whatever amount you want to put in here, make sure it's high enough to fit all of them. Now, okay, you could go to a 4x4 with a 2x2 space in the middle instead of a 6x4, but I personally like building a 6x4 area, so it's up to you. So now, after you confirm that it's the right size, what you're going to do is put your gumballs in. So I'll put a red and orange, which they don't always fit.
Yellow, green, blue.
In there. This machine also works with gobstoppers. So after you're done putting your gumballs in, you can just cap it off with a 2x4. This blue handle I put on earlier comes in handy. It's still part of that sliding part. So if I push it forward, requires no money, a gumball falls through this hole and comes back. I did promise you guys I would show the mechanism, so right now I will. Take off your tower if you want to see it as well. This tower holds all the gumballs. This is the sliding part, and this is the exact same size as the tower. So when the tower's on top, this hole and this hole are aligned. Even if there's two gumballs and they kind of barely fit, when I push it forward, the top gumball slides back, while the front gumball falls through and then falls through the hole. Basically all it is it's just a hole that slides forward, aligns with another hole, and then the gumball falls out. That's basically all this thing is, and it's super simple. And you can use it in lots of creations. Now I'm going to show you how to build other side of the dispenser, and I don't know if you guys remember what that was. That dispenser was a quarter dispenser. What you're going to want to do is take 2 bricks. This machine will also be the same depth. So basically what you're going to want to do is just fill in this area and then build a wall around the edge. What you're going to want for the dispenser is a 2x6 brick and a 1x6 brick. You're also going to want some smooth parts, and that just makes the quarters move better. This machine dispenses exactly $1. And then what I did is I put a 2x3 brick on the other end, and that's going to slide here eventually. Let's build up the area. Now, I'm going to take some smooth parts. You have these 1x4 smooth bricks with stud on one end and stud on the other end. You're going to want 3 of those, and you're going to put them at the end. There. Back here, I'm just going to put a 1x3 brick. And then I'm going to build up this again. Now I've got actually a couple things to do. First of all, I'm going to want some slope parts to go there. So you're going to want one of these and one of these. I'm going to use some small parts. So I'm going to have a 1x1 sloped ramp and then a 1x2 slope. Okay, so now I'll put this on here. And now this is where the quarters are going to catch. So basically they'll fall and then they'll catch here. And that's really easy to grab them out. Just to keep everything really smooth, I'm going to grab another one of those 1x2 slopes. And then I'll just grab another 1x1 slope. There. Now we're going to build a wall around again. And I'm actually going to take this part apart. Put this part back on top. Take some smooth pieces. You can already see this moves really nice. Dismantle some of this area. The reason I like doing this is because that's easier to grab your quarters. And then I'll take this chimney off, remove this part, put that across. And now what you can do is build this to your desired height. 3. I don't use those parts. Okay, so now I have a good area, and now I can put my quarters in there. When you fill it up, actually put the dispenser in dispense position. They sit in there a bit better, and they don't want to always fall out. So I recommend you do that. And after you've built that, you notice that this doesn't work anymore. Remember how many studs you had to take away. So let's say that means 1. So then that means I only have to remove 1 of these. And then kind of rebuild it. Maybe putting this part here, this one, and then another 1x4. So you can kind of rebuild your gumball dispenser to kind of fit it. Then take a 1x2, a 1x3, and a 3x2, and a 2x2. I'll kind of align those.
Grab
A 2x3 plate, which would go here, and then a 1x3 plate. I'll actually cap this thing off. And so now you have a lid, and now you can just take that off and put it on your quarters dispenser. And now just make sure it works. So gumball machine works. Quarters dispenser also works. And there you go. There's your gumball, and there's $1. Alright guys, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, and if you want to see more of these, subscribe. Bye.